One trade can change everything.
Good morning, everybody. We did have a live stream this morning. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We did a brief tutorial on Fibonacci expansion and extension. The Fib extension tool is one of my favorite tools, so it was a lot of fun sharing that with you guys. I do want to take a brief look at price action on Bitcoin. We have been anticipating this dump for a very long time. We've been trading this channel for forever, as you guys know, and it has been awesome doing so. So I've talked about this analysis several times in the past as we've been anticipating it, right? Because we've been trading this range for, however many, 2 weeks or whatever it's been. And in that time, I've said, well, I'm really anticipating a move down. I wanted to take out these lows. I entertained the possibility of swing failuring this low. We did not do that. We just simply broke down, which is great. And I've had a handful of levels that I've told you guys I'm really keeping an eye on in the event that we do get that breakdown. And here we are. So I figured now we'll go ahead and revisit that conversation. So this New York naked session point of control, I think would be a pretty cheeky spot for a bounce. It is pretty in line with like the range highs here. So, people might be expecting it, but typically naked session point of controls can be like not a lot of people watch them or keep an eye on them. So if we were to see like a move like this, people would be like, oh, why are we bouncing here? And then, have continuation. However, that said, a lot of people could be watching it because it is also a range high over here, right? So normally I would like it for kind of a cheeky bounce like that, but in this case, maybe not so much. What area I do really like, there's quite a bit of liquidity down here. I think that a lot of people are probably watching that. There's a lot of negative delta built up in the market right now. So I'm kind of like, how much lower could we actually go? I wouldn't be surprised if we, maybe after this move kind of got maybe a little bit more or something like that. But we're so much negative deltas built up in the market right now that, I'm not exactly sure how much lower we could go. I think that we could be holding our breath waiting for lower. And of course, people want it to go lower because they want to, get a good position for a long in. And I think that, like for me personally, if I could be longing anywhere, like I would do a setup kind of like this. I would be looking at, longing in this zone essentially. In here, this is an H12 order block. So opening up positions, starting at like 21,200, right? With my stop loss below this low over here. Okay. And that low is, it's about, 20,250, right? Give or take. Depending on the exchange that you use. And what I would be doing is, I'd open up that long with intention to take profit at a retest of the range low zone, take profit at the test of this weekly and daily naked point of control zone, this untapped weekly here at about 23,750. And then of course, a final take profit if we were to get that next leg up and a continuation to the upside, I would do another take profit here, right? So I would do like a 25%, 50%, 25%, leave a 25% runner in the event that we do have continuation to the upside, doing something like that, right? But I would expect that, getting up to this zone, we would have quite a bit of resistance and then maybe get another, long opportunity. And that's why I think it's important for us to take these profits on the way up, because I wouldn't be surprised if BTC did do something, how much we love ranges. I wouldn't be surprised if we did do something like, putting in like sort of this kind of a range before having like a continuation of the upside. And I'm not saying it's exactly this, right, per se. I'm just saying like I think it's possible that we do, that maybe we're involved in sort of like a larger sort of range before having continuation and breaking through this massive resistance at about 25 25,000, right? So that is something just to keep in mind. So like I said, the reason I bring that up is I think it is important to take profit because something like that is totally on the table. But that said, keeping things most simple, I'm starting right now just because it's what I can see right in front of me. I am going to be looking to long, somewhere in, preferably in the 21,200 area. If we, maybe this 21,400 area, if we don't look to reach that zone, um, I would, I would really prefer to be longing in this order block down here. This is where I would prefer to open up positions. If, and you guys know it's Friday, I don't open up new positions on Friday, but if we were to see, price bounce here, get a nice consolidation over the weekend, do some kind of a back test on a 618 setup, cool. I'll look to long up here instead of waiting for lower, and that's something I'll be sure to update you guys on and keep keep you informed about. But for now, let's just keep this zone in mind, keep this order block in mind, right? We do have quite a bit of confluence in there. Keep this naked session point of control in mind. Honestly, the reason I like this order block is because I just want to fill this daily fair value gap here that you can see highlighted in gray. We do have this area of liquidity here. We took this one out. We do have this area of liquidity here. I think that people would probably be expecting it to get taken out. I think it'll get front run. If it does get taken out, no worries. We have our stop loss down here. We might be underwater for a little bit, but at the very least, we could see continuation of the upside. So I'll keep you guys informed with this trade, and when I do decide to take a long, I'm a little hesitant on waiting for lower because, like I said, there is just a lot of negative delta on the market right now. But that could be a sign that there's just more market participants, so I have to adjust how much delta I typically base reversals off of. So, all right, guys. Well, enjoy the rest of your Friday. Enjoy your weekend. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask me in the Discord. Again, if you missed it, check out that tutorial that we did earlier today. It was awesome and it was super fun to go over with you guys. In the meantime, like I said, I'll keep you updated. I'm taking the weekend off, no trades, and we'll be back on Monday to hopefully open up a long position that we can, hold for the upcoming week or weeks ahead. See you later, guys.